What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. So, back in the saddle again. Feels great. Maybe not a saddle, but definitely a sick gaming chair. I can tell you that much. Thanks again. Thank you very much, Bluebell. More on her later. And also, let me say this, that feels great to be back. The reason why I had to take a little, it's been 6 days. I used to put a video out every 3 or 4 days. The reason why I'm running late is because my methadone was off. The dose is off. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of TMI. So plug your ears if you're triggered, if you get grossed out easy. Alright, here it goes. I threw up my dose. And whenever that happens, that messes everything up. So I'm all messed up on the dose for a couple days, this last half week or whatever. And what happens is, my dose isn't right. I start feeling like depressed. Start feeling like crap. And, grab the water, didn't even drink it. So, I start feeling like crap and everything is stupid. Like I'll try to make a video and I'll be like, that's stupid. All my ideas are stupid. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I hate everything I do when I'm feeling foobarred because I'm low on my dose. Then I take my dose and my dose is right and it's, woo, everything's gravy. I didn't like that woo. Okay, I didn't plan that woo. That was kind of stupid actually. That was stupid. Anyways, no, I'll tell you something stupid. Trip on this. So, I go to my post office to mail a couple of t-shirts out, send some stickers out. I didn't have everything addressed. I thought I'm going to have to stop at Walmart to grab some sort of pen. Come on. Grab a pen so I can address this stuff. I go to the pen aisle. That's what it is, a pen aisle. Nothing but pens. I'm looking at size, shape, color, price, checking everything out. I go and grab this pen. I grab it, get out of the car, go to right. It's an eraser tip. Imagine that. The only pen there wasn't even a pen. It was a straight eraser tip. That's cray-cray, man. That's crazy. So, okay, 23 seconds is what we're going to talk about today. 23 seconds is form of discipline. If you get messed up, they're going to beat you up for 23 seconds. No face shots, all to the body, unless you fight back and they go for the face. You don't see it much in prison, because they figure by the time you get to prison, you should know better. They're likely just to roll you up, get you out of there, and just stab you, beat you up, remove you, whatever. But county jail, you'll see a lot of 23 seconds of people just getting jumped if they step out of line. So, first story, I'm actually going to get into it. I'm going to talk about a Southsider. So actually it'd be 13 seconds, not the 23. He wasn't a full-blown Southsider, and the reason why I'm talking about it because the story involves me. He was what you call a resident. It means he didn't gangbang on the streets, and he came in, he ran Southsider. He was in the outlying areas of Bakersfield. He was like from Wasco, Shattered, Delano, something like that. Seemed more like a Pisa to me than a Southerner. But be that as it may, came in, now Southsider. He was an older dude too, bunch of gray hair, 6 years old. You look at him and think old man. I didn't like him. I didn't like this fool at all. So, one day, I'm doing pull-ups. They have an area where you hang the mop, the wet mop and brooms, and there's two things sticking like this, so people do a pull-up and they walk back and forth. Since our yard has like a mini yard and there's a chain link fence, there's some trash that had blown and got caught by the fence. So I start picking it up. And he said something to me. This is actually very common. I've seen a bunch of wrecks over the years. People make the mistake and do this. I start picking this stuff up and he was on the phone, this old lady. He goes, yeah, that's right, bitch. Good job, bitch. Clean that stuff up, Heina. Stuff like that. People say that if you're cleaning. Oh, good job, homegirl. Clean it up, bitch. Whatever, Heina. And people get smashed for that shit. It's way out of line. He straight said, good job, bitch, when I was picking some stuff up. Ooh, I started smashing over there to him. I was just going to crack him. I didn't give a fuck who he ran with. If it was going to be a riot, I didn't give a shit. Because I wasn't thinking clearly, dude. He just straight called me a bitch. What? I started to rush over to him. But I'm real good friends with the dude who has the keys for the Southsider for that barracks I was in. He was teaching me how to play pinochle. So I'm on the pinochle table with this dude all day long, drinking coffee and hanging out. So he walked up and told the dude, get off the phone now. Dude hung up the phone. He's like, I was just joking shit. Dude's like, no, fuck that. So dude turned to me. The dude had the keys. Said, don't trip, Splinter. We're going to handle this. We're going to give him this 13 seconds. We're going to give him fucked up. I go, okay, cool, man. I feel a lot better about it. So they took him in the bathroom, fucked him up, and beat his ass. Told me he couldn't use a phone for a couple of days. Had him on rack status. He slept very close to me. Watch it. So anyway, put him on rack status. He got on his rack. He was reading a book, whatever. And I slept right by him. So, count time. I go to get on my rack, and it's a triple rack. 3 beds. I'm on the very bottom. I'm going to have to talk about those beds in my videos. It's a pain in the ass, whether you're on the top or the middle or the bottom. It's an awkward design. Imagine being on the very bottom of a free rack. You got to get really low to get in there. So how I slept, there was 3 beds in a row. So it'd be 3 of us. These 2 dudes slept with their feet facing this way. Wait. Yes, my bad. We all slept with our feet facing that way. But what you would do, I just got really confused right now. Okay, you'll see why. Anyway, we all sleep with our head facing this way and our feet facing this way. You hang a little towel right there in the middle, because the area is real close. So that way when you're laying down, there's not some feet right here by your head. But you'll have a towel, a little cover or whatever. But I did not have my towel right there. I had my towel right here, because I would try to get the light, because I'd be reading. So, but this fool had a towel right there. And that's where he slept. The dude who got beat up, called me bitch, he slept right next to me. So his feet would be right by my head. I'd probably explain that all fucking weird and drown out. But anyway. So, count time. I go to get on my rack. I get down there. I'm going to read my book. I noticed his bed, his towel thing is gone. The little divider, little privacy curtain. And he got into the bed, and he got in facing me. Not with his feet facing me, but his face. And he's like this. And we're like this far apart. And he straight goes, bitch. What? Under his breath, a straight, he goes, bitch. I couldn't believe it. I read my book. I go, what? I go, dude, you're a Pinocchio, homie. You're a Pinocchio, dog. You just smell like pussy. He's like, no. He's like, I'm gonna fuck you up, fool. And I'm like, nah, dude, I'm gonna kick you in the head, G. So we're talking shit under our breath. Then he's like, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm like, oh yeah? I'm like, well, I was just playing. What? You know what I mean? Joking, fun and games. Like, you take all the fun out of it, dude. Like, we were clowning, talking shit, saying fuck you and stuff. Then you broke out the straight, I'm gonna shoot you? Like, who wants to get shot over some shit like this? Like, dude, fuck you. Put my privacy. I did move my towel. Put it up. Shoot me. Thanks for the heads up. I never did get shot. And I didn't think I would have told him. Joking. But it sounded good. I can't remember exactly what was said back and forth. But I know he did say, bitch. Under his breath to me. This far away. And we talked some shit. Damn. We didn't talk much after that. I ended going to pen. A couple weeks later. I don't know what he did. He went home. Crazy. Straight be called a freaking bitch like that. Can't let anybody call you a bitch, a punk, or a lame. Those three words are fighting words on a cracking. Bitch, punk, and lame. Can't let it happen. I knew a kid when I was about 5th grade or so. He was in Wrexham, both lived in Wrexham. We'd ride our bikes together. He lived next to this tire shop, this big tire shop. And he'd always jump the fence, go playing all these tires and stuff. And then a couple times he'd be like, help me steal this tire. And be a big old heavy tire, he'd want to throw it over. And I'd be like, I'm down to steal, dude, but let's go get some candy or some shit. Like, what do you want to steal this big old heavy tire for? Just because you can steal it? Like, that was my first clue, dude. It was a little bit off. You don't just steal shit just because you can steal it. Help me with this tire. I quit hanging out with that fool. I would see him here and there. Then, one of the first times I'm in county jail, I go out there, and there's that fool. He's actually living in my barracks. And when I get there, it's one of my first times, like I said, so I'm just all ears. I'm not talking. I'm watching and I'm listening. I'm not getting in the mix at all, but I notice he's deep in the mix. Every time I see him, he's got a handful of commissary, he's got drugs, he's like moving around, he's doing a moving, he's buying, he's selling, he's getting hop in the mix. I'm saying, it's kind of impressing me actually, like, that man, this fool knows everybody. Then came to a point, I guess he got some weed, and what happened was, he pulled like the oldest trick in the book. He owed someone some commissary. Instead of having his money sent to his books, he had his money sent to his friend's books. Then you go tell the people, hey, I got no money, sorry, my money didn't hit. I didn't go to commissary. If you don't have money on your books, you get an airbag. You get a bar of soap, 2 envelopes, and a razor. So you come back from the store with your airbag, your 2 envelopes, soap, and razor. Say, dude, my money didn't hit. I got no commissary. Meanwhile, all your money's on your buddy's books. He's sliding you a soup and a shot of coffee every day, keeping you going. And you just play him. You can't get by permanently, but that could buy you a couple weeks doing that. So that's what this fool did. He owed this big old solid white dude on the yard money for weed. Dude came to collect, but they already knew that he pulled something hinky. So they come into the barracks. That big old solid white dude. He had 2 little youngsters with him. He's like, what's up, man? You didn't go to the store or what? He's like, no, I didn't go to the store this week. And the dude goes, I know you didn't go to the store because you put on the money on Donald's books. Yeah, you heard me right, Donald. A straight Donald. He goes, oh, you know Donald? And they cracked him in the face. Now, I know there are no face shots in 23 seconds, but I mean, no one stopped him and said, hey, no face shots. Nailed him in the face. The main dude, big old, the white dude, kind of had the keys of the yard, but not really, but he hung out with the dude had the keys. Can't believe he tried to get over on him. He walked out and the 2 youngsters beat him up. I was dying laughing inside. I just couldn't believe it when he said, oh, you know Donald? First of all, I just can't believe they're doing on the yard named Donald. Who's this fucking Donald? So, oh, you know Donald? And I'd see him a couple times over the years after that. And every time I seen him, I just pictured, oh, you know Donald? He ended up getting his forehead blasted with all these tattoos. I guess some people look at him and think he looks crazy and tough, but when I'd see him, I just saw, oh, you know Donald? every time I looked at him. Yeah, they ain't no Donald. They're gonna figure that shit out, dude. You can't be fucking okey doking. Not like the main dude on the yard and shit. You could okey doke Donald and have your money go to the dude. Like you should have the opposite. You know, have your money put on this dude's books and okey doke Donald. But no. Yeah, they know Donald. I seen him, like I said, here and there over the years. One time, I was on my way to the pen doing a violation. I was out in the farm, county jail. He was out there too. He had the keys to he had the keys to the barracks my buddy was in. I would always go there all the time and during lunch, because they don't have count during lunch. So you could sneak and go to a different barracks. They don't come through and count, but they shut the yard down, and then you walk to lunch to a whole different barracks. Come back and eat. So he had the keys to this barracks, and they had a rule, like no drunk drivers. A drunk driver is someone going into a barracks, it's not yours. If I live in barracks 10, and I go in barracks 8, I'm drunk driving. I'm in a different barracks. So he had the keys to that barracks, and there was a rule, no drunk driving. But when I would do it, he wouldn't say that to me, because I think he thought I would say, didn't you put your money on Donald's books? I don't know, but he didn't really fuck with me. And in fact, I'd be over there talking to my buddy, and he'd be always ear hustling. You know, like he was waiting for me to fucking tell about the Donald story. So I gave him a couple of false starts. I'd hang out with my homeboy, he'd be there ear hustling. And I'd say, hey, why don't you tell them what happened way back in the day when we were in county jail? Tell them. Tell them about how they used to give us orange juice with our lunch. He'd be all, huh? He'd chip them out, give him some false starts. Hey, you were there, man, back in the day, weren't you? When they used to give us 2 sandwiches? I'd chip him out. Just like this other dude I knew. I seen him, someone tried to fight him and walk to reception in the kitchen. They have these big old carts they push from one barracks, not barracks, but one unit to the other, all the food. So these are food carts. This one dude tried to rush this other guy, and he was running around the fucking food cart. He wouldn't fight him. He wouldn't let dude catch him. He was running, until the cops saw it and broke it up. So every time I seen dude after that, and I was talking to people, he'd be right there, listening, because I knew he was expecting me to say, hey, didn't you run around the food cart from that some dude was chasing you or some shit? Wow, how come you couldn't get that out, Splinter? Damn it. Anyways, he would ear hustle. You ain't gonna say nothing about me running around the food cart, are you? No, your secret's safe with me. Trip on this. County jail one time, 2 black dudes are playing baseball. Throwing, not a whole baseball game, playing catch. They each had a mitt, and they were playing catch. So one misses the ball, goes rolling, and a white dude comes by, picks up the ball, and throws it to another black dude. One of the black dudes. Another white dude sees that, walks up from behind him, just mollywops him, gives him a what for, cracks him. Dude literally falls down and just keeps on walking. Never misses a stride. I didn't see it, but people who saw it assumed because he was, did you do that because dude was playing, he wasn't playing baseball with the blacks. The ball went over here and he gave it back to him, which is fully straight legal. We could do that. Dude's way out of line for hitting that homeboy like that. Knocking him to the dirt. Plus it was like a square, like a lame type dude. I shouldn't call him a lame. That's out of line on my part. But what I mean is, he was just I don't know. I can't word it. He didn't look all that tough. Older dude. I don't know. I don't know how to describe him because someone's going to come at me in the comment section and say, well, I'm all those things. Do you mean I'm that? So I don't want to describe him. Because, hey, the shoe might fit someone else. But what I'm trying to say is, if you look at him visually, you'd say, dude, you had no right to hit him. It wasn't like he walked up and bombed us some big old tough dude who could handle his own. There. Does that make sense? It was a bully move. Just kept on walking. So the dude got up, what in the hell was that for? Went and told the dude who has the keys to the yard. He said, what the heck happened? What did I do wrong? How come some wood just walked up and just straight put me on my pockets? Just what for to me? Cracking me to do with the keys to the yard. I have no idea what you're talking about. What the heck's going on? Did a little investigation, got to the bottom of it, talked to the dude, what the hell's your problem? He's like, yeah. I saw him, there's no playing with, the whites can't play baseball with the blacks or catch or nothing. I saw this dude do it, so I thought I'd clean up the yard, handle it, put some work in. He said, no, dude, first of all, he waited in line. First of all, what he did, he gave the ball back to them, and we think you know that. And we also think if it had been a big tough dude who did that, you wouldn't have done shit. It happened to be this guy. So, yeah, you look bad. Not a good look. And in fact, you're going to get 23 seconds. You're going to get your ass beat. So they picked 2 tough dudes on them. Usually they get 2 youngsters. But this time they got 2. A couple dudes have been in the pen. And they let the dude who got punched get in on it. So they all 3 take him in the bathroom, one of the barracks. Boom, give him his 23 seconds, beat his ass. And afterwards, the guy who got punched, the guy who threw the ball, he was all pumped up. It got his juices flowing. He was like, oh man, after they jumped him, he's like, I want a one-on-one with them now. I want a one-on-one with them now. We're like, alright, kick back, dude. This is what's known as biting off more than you could chew. Like, you've had a busy day, dude. Okay, first of all, you threw that ball, which unless you properly warm up your shoulder, you can actually injure yourself. Then, to take the words right out of your mouth, you got what for and put right on your pockets, dude. That cannot have been fun. Then all the politicking afterwards, all the interviewing, you had to talk to this guy and that guy, get the bottom of it. Sheesh, made me tired just watching you go through all that. Then you go in there and you get involved. 23 seconds you beat this guy. You've had a full day. A lot going on. Just kick back, pump the brakes. You did good, man. You handled your beeswax. So those are the stories I have for today. Let me say this. Bluebell, you want to give me this chair, homegirl. She has a friend. See, what I need to do is rewatch the video. I lose details sometimes. I don't want to say incorrectly. She has a friend, possibly even husband, boyfriend, something like that. I apologize, Bluebell. He died in prison from COVID. Trip on that story. So you're going to hear more about it here because I'm going to have her on, talk about it after the first year I'm starting interviews. Plus, I'll probably watch your video again and give even more detail about that story. Because tomorrow I'm going to do a video. My homeboy Captain wants me to do a video on sleep. Like what it's like when you're in there and you can't sleep. Someone wakes you up. He says he'd want to book a mother effer if he got woke up. And it gets, yeah, people get mad getting woke up. You live in a dorm. Maybe you have a silly stays up all night. So I'm going to talk about sleep in there. And I want to mention about Bluebell and her friend who passed away in the pen because of COVID. Then there's a girl named Jen. Very nice. Jen from Convicted Hearts. Jen from Convicted Hearts. My bad. Did I butcher the name a little bit? And no worries, because I'm actually going to bring it up again tomorrow when I do the video on sleep. Because I don't think the sleep video is going to be that long. So I'll be able to add more at the end. That's what I'm talking about. Bluebell. Talk about Jen from Convicted Hearts. She has a last name, starts with the M, like M-A-G. I don't even want to try to pronounce it. But what happened with her, she tells this story on her channel, and I've been wanting to touch on it. Her brother killed her dad, you guys. It's a very heavy story. You know, I feel for her. That'd be a tough one. And then I believe he put the body outside in the trailer. So, like I said, she talks about it on her channel. I wanted to touch on my channel. I want you guys to go to her channel and listen to that story. Keep her in your prayers, because that's a tough one. So she has a very good channel. It's Convicted Hearts with Jen. Tomorrow, I'll have the exact name. And also, Bluebell. And so I'm not good with links and description, all that. But if they leave a comment, you'll see Bluebell leave a comment. You can push the thumbnail and go to her channel. Also, Jen, Convicted Hearts. If you see her leave a comment, push the thumbnail and go to her channel. Listen to those two amazing stories. Bluebell lost a good friend in the pen from COVID. Dang, dude, like, you under the pen, you expect them to keep you healthy. Like, you're under their care. They get caught slipping and straight, let you die from COVID? What? And then, like I said, Jen, she had to endure a tragedy of her brother killing her dad. That's pretty heavy. So I want to say they're both my friends. They're both YouTubers, have good channels. And so, a shout out for them right there. And like I said, I'll get more into it tomorrow when I do a video from Homeboy Captain on sleep. I'm going to cut the string and let it fly. Peace.